Hey. What is going on, everybody? So, I said I'd make another podcast about some information that I heard about Joel Embiid. So, everybody's speculating when he's going to come back, when he's going to return. Like, they're not really telling anybody when he's coming back or what his progress is. What I heard was that he had went to practice and he watched. I think he might have uh, joined in a couple of back and forths with the ball or whatever. Nothing real. Uh, Nothing real like steady as far as him like playing 5-on-5 or anything like that. Um, they're keeping it real tight to the chest, like. But what was good is that he is in practice, so he probably is doing some type of work to strengthen it to some range of motion, maybe. Um, I think that they're keeping it tight to the chest because they don't want to have all this media fanfare to affect their players. Philadelphia is struggling right now. We are struggling. We have some spurts of brilliance, um, but sometimes it's coming a little too late. We're on a 2-game losing streak, and it's 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 bothersome. But it's basketball. It's basketball. It's the pros. People get injured. Stuff happens. My guess, my my what do you say? Like my thing that I've been thinking about lately was okay. So the timeline of him coming back is supposed to be 4 weeks, like a week ago. Um, and I'm thinking like, okay, 4 weeks, that's not bad. That's like March. Playoffs don't start until what, late April? Like that would be amazing. But 4 weeks, is that 4 weeks that he'll heal from his injury? Or is that 4 weeks of him healing with the ramp up? Um, so we really don't know. I googled how that injury can affect an athlete, and it depending on the tear, depending on what part of the meniscus, if he had a tear, if it was bruised, whatever. But I'm very optimistic about Joel Embiid coming back to this game and playing this season, getting into the playoffs. We are dropping fast and hard in the standings. We're at fifth place right now. If we get into the play-in game, that is going to be that's going to be some stuff. I mean, we haven't played in the play-in tournament since it started a few years ago. So what would that do to the players? We got some new players, and let's get into that. So first, let's talk about Cameron. Cameron Payne. I think he's a real good off the bench guard. I think that he brings a different dynamic that Maxi does. Maxi's a, you know, take it to the hoop, body you up type of player. Cameron is more I'll drive, but I'm gonna pass to the open player. He's a real smart passer, and I like that about him. I hadn't really seen a lot of campaign um, just because he's not on my squad. How you supposed to look at these other players and watch them play? They're not on your squad. I seen him in the playoffs a couple of years back when he was with Phoenix. Um, uh, I seen him play when we played Milwaukee earlier. It it wasn't. I didn't know that we were gonna pick him up. So I really wasn't paying attention to him. But now that I see him on the squad, it's like, okay, you can do some things. You can um, right the wrongs of the second squad, even the third squad. I was kind of bummed that Ricky, Pretty Ricky's what they call him, that he didn't get a lot of PT yesterday. I really need to see him out there. Like he can't make a difference on the bench. He needs to be on the court. But I think that Kyle Lowry kind of absorbed some of his minutes, which I mean, Batum was out there. I saw Batum. He got teed up. My TV went crazy. And I remember the last thing I remember was I think he got a technical or they called um, a challenge, and I don't know what happened. My TV went berserk, and when I got back, I don't even know if we won the challenge or not. I have no clue. I'm assuming we didn't because when we during the game we could have challenged a couple of plays and we couldn't. So I was thinking, we might have lost that challenge. Um, I didn't see Batum back on the court that much after that. So what happened to your guy? Like I don't know. I don't know what happened to him. Um also Kelly Oubre, man, Kelly Oubre needs to get the bag at the end of the season. He is doing everything he possibly can to guard everybody. He's doing what he can to try to amp up the crowd and his teammates. Like he's trying to hard dunk, he's trying to go through people. Like that's the kind of player that you want on your squad that's gonna just do whatever it takes to win. He's fouling hard, he's doing what he can do. And I like that about Kelly Oubre Jr. We need to keep him. I hope they keep him for real. He's a great pickup, and he's underrated. So people aren't even looking at him really. I've always been a Kelly Oubre fan. I thought he was a great player. I remember one game he lit Philly up when he was in Charlotte. So I was kind of not on his side at that time, but I recognize he was a baller. He was a hooper for sure. Um, let's see. Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield. When Joel Embiid hits the court, Buddy Hield is going to be the best 3-point shooter in the league. He's going to be the best 3-point shooter in the playoffs when he comes back. Because I've always known he was a 3-point shooter, but the ease of his shot, the fluidity of his shot is beautiful. It's like, oh, I think all of them are going in just the way he just shoots them. Like, whoa, you got a wetter on your hands, buddy. Like Joel Embiid is going to be diming him up, and I can't wait for that. It's got me excited, even though we're losing right now. So, finding the silver lining, that's one of the silver linings, and I like it. I think that Buddy Hield is not only going to be open for threes at a high clip. I think Joel Embiid is going to be getting assists and hit that triple double with ease for sure. If he can get 30 points in the first half of the game, he can get 10 assists for sure. I like that. I think that's was a good move to pick up Buddy Hield. Even though we lost some players, I mean, it is what it is. I think Jaden Springer is going to do great. Um, there was some talk about Daniel House coming back to Philly and the buyout. I believe he got waived, which that's crazy. He may not get a lot of minutes, but the guy is he plays with in his entire heart, like the entire, just his entire heart, like that whole heart area. He plays with it for sure. The valves, all that. He puts himself out there for real, and he's a good shooter. He's long and lanky. people don't know the value of what they got in him right now. Um, I'm glad that he's gonna have an opportunity to go to a team. Hopefully, uh, I don't know. I've been thinking about should we bring him back? Is that a good move for Daryl Morey? He didn't get a lot of PT last year. He got more this year because of the injuries. He was playing his heart out. Um, I don't know. I guess it just depends on um these other players we got. Bazy, what's his name? We just picked him up with a 10-day contract. He got like maybe a minute and a half at the end of getting on the court. Didn't even I don't even think he got his hands on the ball. But I would like to see him get more PT as well. He's long. He could shoot the ball from the corner, not a corner three, from the key, bro, the corner of the key. Joel's favorite spot. I think if they start running plays through him like they do Joel, whoo, that could be. I mean, he's not Joel Embiid. Don't get me wrong. Don't start chewing me out, sending me hate mail. I'm just saying, if they start running plays like for him, like they do Joel Embiid, Joel can come back and almost be seamless. He could be set himself up right there on the top of the key like Joel does the free throw line. He's tall enough to hold the ball on whatever angle he needs to and pass it from there. You know, run some plays for this guy. Get him out there. He's right now he is the tallest player on our squad with Joel Embiid gone and out. Run it through him. Why not? I know that he's only you just got here and they're gonna be doing different things and this, that, and the other. But that's my idea. I think they can run the ball through this kid and have him pass out, have him set picks like Joel does, run to the Maxie is getting better and better at throwing ollies. Cam is good at it. Of course, Lowry's good at it. And let's talk about Kyle Lowry. Everybody knows I call him Juicy Booty. He got hurt in the game, early in the game, with an elbow coming down. I think he got some stitches. Um, busted him up real good. But he's a Philly guy, so he came back out. He was ready to play. What was his stats? Let me check that out. Let me see what he did yesterday. Because honestly, I wasn't a big fan of the acquisition. Like, it just, I just didn't like it. Okay, it wasn't my favorite. It wasn't. Oh snap! We got a game tonight. Hold up, we had a game last night and tonight. Wow, I did not know we had back-to-back games. I'm slipping. I am slipping up for sure. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, so Kyle Lowry played 25 minutes. He he had 5 of 7 from the field, 1 for 2 from three. He didn't get any free throws. He had 1 offensive rebound, 3 defensive rebounds. I saw him trying to get a charge. It didn't work. They called a foul on him. He had a total of 4 rebounds, 5 assists. He had 3 turnovers, 3 personal fouls with 11 points. I mean, that's not bad. It's not great. We need him to be great right now. Tyrese Maxey, he had 35, 6, and 5. Yeah. Tobias Harris had 3 steals, 7 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. He played only 26 minutes. If you could look at these minutes, you could see that your boy was trying to spread things out. Yeah, Darius Baisley's he played a minute and 23 seconds and didn't do anything except to get one turnover. He didn't have a lot of minutes. Ricky Council had 4 minutes and 9 seconds. He had a couple of rebounds, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, he had a couple of rebounds. That was about it. One of each, offensive and defensive. Um, Kelly Oubre had 14 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, one steal, one block. I can see he played every single person on the squad except for Lofton. And Batum only played 18 minutes. So, and he got 5 fouls, a turnover, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. He didn't score not 1 point. It can't happen like that. It can't happen like that. Like, he didn't shoot anything. He didn't have a percentage for field goals, 3 points, free throws, nothing. Nothing. That was horrible. That's horrible. Everybody want to talk about, oh, Tobias isn't doing anything. He's just, bro, he just got off of an injury. Back up. Sick of people talking bad about my boy. I like Tobias Harris. Yeah, he was negative 15 last night. But I like Tobias. Nicholas Batum was negative 12. Tyrese Maxey was negative 14. I mean, come on, people. Everybody was negative. Who was positive? Kyle Lowry was positive. And that's it. That's it. That was the plus and minus. Kyle Lowry was the only person with a 4 to have any effect on the game. Like, he was in the game and they was able to score 4 points. But I mean, come on, you got to get off Tobias. You got to get off Tobias. He's only one person. You got to look at the game as a whole. He's trying to do what he can do, get to his spots, but it was clustered last night. If you watch the game, they were jam packed in that paint. I don't know why. I'm not sure what the thinking was. It just wasn't our basketball. It felt to me like they were playing a scrimmage. I kept saying it, like, why are y'all passing the ball like that? Why are y'all doing that? It was aggravating. Oh my gosh, it was so aggravating. Your boy. So let me see. Mobamba had 0 points. Not a lot of people scored last night. I just looking at these stats is making me even more like anxious. I can't believe this was the way it was. But the player to play the most, of course, was Tyrese with only almost 40 points in that game. I'm pretty sure he was dog tired. He did his best. 4 from 11 from three, 11 to 24 from the field, 9 from the free throw line. He was getting fouled. He was getting beat up. He was getting knocked down. Tyrese Maxey was on the floor more than Joel Embiid last night. And we were playing a game like we were still in practice. Lackadaisical passes. What was our total turnovers? Let me see. 18 turnovers. Wow. They had 15 turnovers. We had 18 turnovers. Their squad didn't even score like that. Like, nobody scored 40 on their team. Nobody scored like crazy. They were just hitting threes like nobody's business. It was ridiculous how much threes. Let me see what their 3 point percentage was. 44%. They hit 15 of 34. What was ours? 10 of 29. My gosh. Like, that's cheese. We stunk it up. We stunk it up. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it and say, oh, we could have did better this day. Yeah, of course we could have did better. We could have won the game. But we didn't. And it has to start with he's putting different people on the squad. He's trying to figure out who's gonna fit where. Payne only got 9 minutes some change. I mean, Council, like I said, he only got 4 minutes. Smith only got a minute and some change. I mean, the bulk of the minutes was Tyrese and Kelly. That was the bulk of the minutes. And Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield had 32 points. What did Hield skill? What did Buddy Hield score? He had 14 points, 6 assists, a steal, a block, a couple turnovers, a couple fouls, a couple of rebounds. He was 4 of 9 and 5-15 from the field. He didn't draw any fouls. He did get fouled several times. They didn't call it though. So tonight has to be better. We shouldn't be able to do worse than this. I mean, everybody was negative. Then you go to the other squad, the Knicks squad, and they had one person in the negative. One. Everybody was positive. Like everybody was they were hitting a three at a high clip though. I'm shocked to see they only hit 15. I would have said like 25. They were banging threes, especially Josh, man. Josh was killing us. And he only shot 2 of 5. He was just hitting them at pivotal moments. Like, oh, DiVincenzo, oh my gosh, he was hitting it at pivotal moments. As soon as we get the ball down to like 7, bam, they hit a three. Then bam, somebody else hit a three. Back up to 14, 15 points. Then we get it back down to 11, and bam, they hit another three. And bam, hit another three. It was horrible, disappointing. But I'm still with you guys. I'm Philly for life, bro. I'm not gonna leave this team hanging just because they're having a little bad little stints or whatever. Jalen only hit 21 points. I mean, he played almost 40 points himself. He hit 12 assists though. That was a good helper. Our assists were garbage. How many assists we have? 23 assists. They had 24, but nah, nah. You had to watch it. So that's we play the Cleveland Cavaliers tonight. That's gonna be a heck of a game. That's gonna be a heck of a game. And it's in Philly. Starts at 7:30 tonight, people. And is it on the League Pass or another channel? Let's see. It's on ESPN. So, my dog, he's going, he's barking and going crazy, but that's what I said about that squad. So, what's the Cleveland Cavaliers going to do about um about their effectiveness in the playoffs? They're not very effective. But we'll talk about that in another podcast. I just wanted to say that be positive about Joel Embiid's return. Be positive about the players that we picked up and cheer them on. Have a good day, everybody. Bye.